welcome to another podcast. I'm Fettouhi, and let's talk games. Well, this week there's been a lot of great releases, and some okay rumors, and some other talk on different sites. Let's start up with some of the rumors. Well, E3 is almost around the corner. It's about 2-3 weeks away. We've seen what we have heard rumors what people might show, what people might not show. PSP2 rumors, PSN also is maybe gonna get some premium subscription with content, special content in it for money, and well. What can we say? We'll just have to see at E3. There's been also some, excuse me, some sad delays. So we've seen Sonic 4 being delayed. Sadly, not a lot of people, in my opinion, care about the franchise anymore after all the not so great games out there. But maybe this will bring fans back. But anyway, it's been delayed. Metroid has been delayed, and that's really sad because a lot of people were expecting. We're glad that it was pushed forward. People were actually thinking that it was next year at the other end, which is supposed to be out, but it's late August, I think now. But let's see if this release date holds up. Let's see if E3 brings some more footage and maybe some more gameplay about it. E3 around the corner, and as for E3, we all know it's 3 days where Microsoft starts out, Nintendo the next day, and Sony the last day, I think. Or maybe it's Microsoft and Sony the first day, but on different times. But I can't remember. I haven't seen the schedule at all. I will be posting some special episodes of Let's Talk Games with them. Each episode will be cut. Each event will be cut up in three sections, or 3 episodes really. One fully with Microsoft, one fully about Nintendo, one fully about Sony. And I will try to see if I can, of course, see some of the Ubisoft and whatnot they're showing, but they're probably going to be implemented some of the things that they're showing into the shows of Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Just like last year that Assassin's Creed 2 was put in, I think it was, if I remember correctly, Sony or Microsoft, doesn't really matter, but that's definitely what I'm gonna do there, and it will be up pretty much a couple hours after the event is done. If everything holds up, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go up to and see what's been buzzing around of the rumors, not rumors, but buzzing around with news. We already talked about a little about delays. Let's see here. Sony has announced, of course, that Killzone 3 is coming to PS3 in 3D. Go figure. Sony is pushing 3D a lot with their Bravia TVs, their and whatnot. And of course, if you played Killzone 2, it pretty much lies up to the next ending. The fight is not over. The ending to the next new game. So, and the game did so well on the system that it's a no-brainer to make a new one. So we don't know when it's coming. It's probably gonna see something on E3 of it. At least maybe a tech demo, but at least some trailers and stuff like that. No CGI, just we did with Killzone 2 many years ago. But it's probably going to be the same engine as Killzone 2. I don't think they're of course going to tweak it, but the game looks so good and played so well that I don't think the engine is need to be revamped or anything. So that's that's great to hear that. Um, the only sad thing about this here being released or is that it takes a little bit of fun out of E3 in my opinion. And the last E3 was really a bit lame because all the good things that were leaked so much in the days before E3, the PSP Go, and all the other games that we're gonna see and know that we already knew there was no Zelda gonna be announced and all that. So I hope that that Sony especially, but all the other companies have learned that don't leak. Don't get get some reliable people and don't leak anything to the press because it ruins a little bit of E3 in my opinion. Well, on to some next here. Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is of course around the corner. It's coming out, of course, just before actually when E3 starts. And if you get a copy of a UD disc or anything, he will actually Hideo Kojima has said he will actually sign it if you get the chance. Um, he's gonna make an appearance in Soho for the launch of Peace Walker, and actually there's the Peace Walker T-shirt line and in North America. And you can see the dates here in the link that I'll show you. It's going to be June 11th, June 13th, and I think that's also the release dates for Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker the game, and he will sign them. So if you're in New York, no, it's not New York, but if you're there, you check it. It is New York, and Los Angeles. If you're there. He's going to be in Best Buy in New York, and he's going to be in Los Angeles GameStop. And if you get your hands on it, he will sign your copy. So that's great. And here's again another thing that I found that, of course, Valve has of course released their Steam engine for Mac. Linux is coming around probably this year or soon. But Mac users are all around really happy. What can we say about it? I don't own a Mac, so can't really judge about how great it is. But of course, it's nice that they expand over to new people that don't actually play a lot of games because their console or their platform is not that much supported. So that's of course great. One thing I've heard from users or from other podcasts that talk about it that have tried the Steam engine, it's really not fully developed. I've heard that that people have trouble with frame rate issues, games not working properly. So it's a long way from fully been developed, but it's the same with Steam. Steam has been revamped to a whole new concept. Max Payne that I bought on Steam just a couple of days ago has sound issues. You need to patch it for Vista and Windows 7. So it's a big system. It's a big platform. It's a universal platform. That's what they're going for the PC market. But it's not perfect. And not a lot of the games, of course, are on Mac now. Mostly the games that use the Source engine because that's Valve's own engine. But it's not that perfect. I haven't seen a lot of problems being posted. But maybe people should think about that. The thing that I was actually going to talk about, which I'm looking at, is that Valve, of course, again is nagging about, or people are asking about why aren't they so much supporting their things on the PS3, and they're saying that, and I quote, "We would love to see the PS3 be more open like the Mac, than more closed like the GameCube." That's Gabe Newell that said that, and I gotta say, I think Gabe smoked some pot or something before he went out on the stage and said that, because compared to compared to console systems that are out there, the PS3 is probably the most open of them all, compared to we are seeing. I've seen people's comments. People say, well, you can, for instance, you're not locked onto the PS3 controller. You can actually use different controllers, third-party controllers. You can use mouse and keyboard. You can hook up any, almost any USB or Bluetooth, Bluetooth device to use for voice chat. You had been able to install Linux OS, which is sadly gone because Sony thought that people didn't use it anymore. They didn't see a reason why they should put it in it and update it. That's why they took it out. It wasn't really to say we are locking the system up. It was to get rid of a feature that they didn't think people used, and and make room for other features in the future. That's their statement. A lot of people are not a lot of people, but the percentage that of course used that feature are still mad, and that's why a guy went out and hacked it. Well, more power to him. But anyways, I don't see why Gabe is going out and saying this. I don't see his problem. People have been nagging about programming and all that, and it's a new platform. If you're not familiar with it, of course it's not going to be easy. You can't expect a brand new platform, brand new hardware to be easy to program to. You can't be expected that that you can pop out a game 5 minutes after you started programming. That's not going to happen. I don't think if people are that naive to think that, they shouldn't be in this business, in my opinion. And Sony have said there are reasons why they made it harder to program. I've heard people talk and other things read about on the internet that the Sony people actually made it a little bit harder to program to get people the effort to when they figure out all the things, you will actually get more out of the PS3 that way, because of it has so much potential, all the 8 cores and stuff, and all how it's built. It's different programming style, and people are not used to it. You can see how great games like Uncharted can be done, and then you have people that put out a game and don't really know how to program it, and then you see something like Bayonetta and the scandal there. It wasn't a scandal, they fixed it, and it runs great, it looks great. But people constantly, and Kotaku and Game Trails constantly get up flame wars while comparing games, and a lot of people are saying they should stop doing that because the only thing they do is pretty much get people in a big fight, but they want to because the fight then breaks out, and that means more viewers and more readers. So they're probably not going to stop that crap. But I don't get it. I don't get why people are nagging so much. I can see other companies can do it. Why can't they? There's definitely something wrong. In my opinion, I don't think they don't want to put the effort into. They don't want to put the effort into actually figuring out how the system works, because they're so used to program for PC, and PC program, DirectX program is so much like the 360 because it runs on DirectX, also the programming style. So it's easy to port out for PS3 or for 360. Sorry, I think I don't know for sure. I'm not a programmer, but speculations here. Um, it is a Microsoft console. Of course, they're going to use some of the same features, some of the same techniques to program for it as they do for PC. So, enough about that. I could go on hours how naive, how narrow-minded Gabe is, but who wants to listen to that? Instead, I think we should go over to some of the releases. We've had some great releases this week. Let's start here. We've, of course, seen Mod Nation Racers, the Little Big Planet on Wheels, I will call it, been released. That's one game for PS3 only. Three Dust Heroes was last week. I'm still playing that, and it's great. It's hard as hell. I can't say it any other way. It's hard as hell. The game is kicking my ass. It's totally like Zelda Last. If you die, you start from the beginning of the level. If you save, you start back. And one thing that's different from Zelda there, it's that you actually have to save manually. Phil Phil actually didn't know that, and when he turned off his console in the game, he lost everything, so he had to do it over. But great game, great content. $40, man, it's a great deal. You get at least, in my opinion, you get over 15 hours in the game, and I spend at least 10 right now. I'm not halfway through the game. So, releases. Rocket Knight. I don't know so much about the title, but I heard a lot of people talk about it. Rocket Knight is out. Prince of Persia, the movie, I went to see it yesterday. I'm not going to talk much about that, but games are out. And when I say games, I mean one game on every platform that's out there. So, that means DS, PSP, PS3, 360, Wii, and DS. So, the game, I haven't got it. It's more like what I've seen. It's more like the old Sands of Time. No co-op thing like the last Prince of Persia, but it looks good. It's got mediocre reviews. Let's see here. It's gotten 75. Okay for a title. I'm not going to talk so much about it anymore because, well, I haven't gotten the game yet. I'm going to get Prince of Persia, but it's hard for me to really say recommend it or not. But for me, it looks like a great game. It's a great platform. It has some nice ideas with the four elements that they put into it. It's not totally as around the Sands of Time anymore, but it looks great. Definitely looks like it has some great boss battles and all that. No co-op thing like the last one, or not. It wasn't a co-op game, but it's more like, well, you had a second person with you constantly helping you out and saving you. But not this time. Check it out for your platform. I don't think there's a demo out, but maybe there will be. But enough about that. Let's talk about a game that I just got yesterday. I unboxed it for you guys. It was a day late, just like Alan Wake, which Alan Wake I haven't played at all. I just put down 3D.net Game Heroes to play this game I got, and its core is Red Dead Redemption, which has gotten great reviews, really high score. 95 on Metacritic right now. Out for 360 and PS3. Limited edition, you will get some added content for the game. Golden guns, which do when you kill people, you get more fame. A warhorse, which is a little bit faster than the normal one that you have in the start. You get of course, what else is there? A new outfit for your character. and you get, of course, your soundtrack with this game. The soundtrack is really great. It's the score from the game fully. It's not like soundtrack that's been put on, but definitely, definitely a great soundtrack. I'm gonna the last music in this episode will be apart from that soundtrack, so check it out. And the game is great. It's a Grand Theft Auto game. You get to feel like it when you see it. It has long cutscenes, in-game cutscenes where you hear a great story. You hear a great voice acting from people I don't know from their names. But maybe I should look that a little bit more into that. But anyways, and the game feels and plays like Grand Theft Auto on a horse. There's not a lot of difference. I haven't played. I played an hour yesterday because I got the game so late. I unboxed it, and after I unboxed it, I uploaded the video. And while the video was uploading, I went out to dinner with my sister and my brother, and then we went in and saw Prince of Persia, the movie that came out. And when I got back, I did, I did of course finish posting all the stuff for the unboxing video and played an hour of it. I had really fun. I'm gonna play it after I'm done here with this podcast, and it's great. And and everybody loves it. Everybody who loves Grand Theft Auto is gonna love it. It has probably, I think, around 20 hours into it. The online sounds great. I haven't played it. I've talked to Britt about that. He got it Tuesday, and he's been playing. He's loving it. He had really high hope for it, and it's all his dreams have been. The game is what you expected, and that's what he really likes about it, and that's what I really like about it so much. But it's not perfect. I think it has the same issues with driving as it did with as did in Grand Theft Auto. It has now. Riding the horse and shooting is not easy. It can be done. It works. But you have lassos where you capture things. It's not steering a horse and steering your carriage and aiming at a deer or a horse or whatnot at the same time, especially something that moves around quickly, is a real pain. So it can be a little frustrating, especially if it's in an area where like there are cactuses and rocks and whatnot, where your horse can't just walk anywhere. So it has some smaller issues, but I haven't seen so much of it. The only thing that people are nagging about is the PS3 360 version. Again, comparisons, but it looks like Rockstar has not. I won't say job, but yeah, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna say they haven't done their job right. The versions are different in resolution. They say the PS3 is an upscaled version of Red Dead Redemption, which runs in sorry about that. And it runs on 640p instead of 720p. Which is lower than the 360, which is running native 720p. And I don't know why they didn't have any trouble with Grand Theft Auto 4. I think maybe they've been run out of time and didn't have, and the last thing they programmed to was the PS3, and they did say, okay, we can do the game here, and the frame rate issues or whatnot we have with the game, we are gonna just scale it a little bit down in size and then upscale it so people can't see really the difference. But it looks like a lot of people can, or a lot of people just wanna bash other people. I don't know, but to me the game looks great. The game runs great. It takes a little bit of time to load the game, and the installation for the game was really fast. That's one thing. So I don't think the installation was that big, but after you are in the game, you have no loading times at all. The area is huge, but it's I don't know how they did that, but it's sad to see that. Maybe they're gonna fix that with a patch. Multiplayer is the add-on for free for PS3 that came included with the game is out later this month. It's gonna be free for people who bought the limited edition. And I don't know what's actually gonna be in. It's gonna be a co-op thing. But it's gonna be fun. I think the game is gonna be fun for multiplayer. Some people have been playing a little bit of multiplayer. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's not that great. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, the multiplayer part. So I'm gonna see about that. Let's see here. What else is there? Let's talk about what's coming up next week. A game that's been delayed a year almost. Alpha Protocol. That's gonna be coming to me next week, June 1st. I think it's gonna be out. Maybe let's see here. Give me a second. I'm just gonna see here. Actually, let me check my retail. They have the correct date. Even though my retailer has really disappointed me the last couple of weeks with delaying all my games, but it's not their fault, really. Let's see here. Alpha Protocol. Where is it? It's a real. I've had this here for pre-order for almost a year now. Yeah, almost a year. 11 months actually. So, let's see here. Alpha Protocol. Yep, next week, May 28th. So next week for me, I'm getting this. Alpha Protocol is gonna be released for June 1st in the US. Getting a little bit before. I'm gonna talk about that next week. So looking forward to that game. I hope it lives up to some of the expectation that I have. But who knows? But that's pretty much it, guys. There's not a lot to talk about. I'm not gonna talk too much about Red Dead Redemption. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna say Split Second and Blur is out. Got an okay review. Split Second actually got higher reviews, a higher score on Metacritic than Blur. So my prediction was, or my take on the game was the other way around. I thought Blur would be better, but maybe the game is better, and the scores are just what the reviewers say. Reviewers can be wrong. We know that, but they are out. But I'm not going to spoil the game for you. You have to experience for yourself. I will say pick up a copy if you have the money, or wait for it to get on sale. There are a lot of coupon deals out there, so you will be able to find it a little bit cheaper than the retail price. But that's it for this week here, and let's do a little bit of housekeeping before we cut it off. You can check, of course, my blog at Fettouhi.dk. You can, of course, visit the Speed Gamers at thespeedgamers.com. Check me out on Twitter also. I tweet out a lot of info when I see stuff that I like and other details. at twitter.com/Fettouhi. And for unboxings and all that stuff, if you can find them on the sites that I've already mentioned, my blog and the TSG blog, you can check out my vimeo.com/Fettouhi. There you will find all my 30 videos of unboxing and whatnot. So, thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye.